All right. Good evening, freedom fighters. This is Tony D here today. This evening, I should say. Does not make any difference what time you watch this live stream. It could be morning, noon, or night. I want to let you know that if you'd like, please come down here below my finger here, like, subscribe, and share this channel. I also have a donation link in here. I should have put the link to the website, but it's on my scrolling script here below me for the website page that I have. I'm hoping everything goes fine tonight here on American Freedom Fighters. Why do I say that, you might ask? Well, I'll tell you what. I did a live stream on One Liberty, One Freedom on Monday evening, and the videos I did for some reason had all kinds of echoing going on and stuff, which it never did that before. So I don't know if it's something I'm doing wrong or if it's the way I have things set up on the page. But anyway, let me put my second pair of eyeballs on here. I want to share this with you because this is something that people around the country need to be aware of, okay? This is not a bad thing. This is actually a good thing. And don't mind the way I look tonight. I'm go all day. And I've had some things to deal with, so I know I look like crap. That happens when you're going all day, and I haven't even eaten dinner yet. So, anyway, to get further into this, I will just get right into it, and I'll let you watch this, okay? So you may enjoy this. Hopefully, everything works out all right here, people. All right, and we will just click on this. This is the People's Convoy. Just to show you, people have been lined up in droves all across our country on the sides of the highway, as you can see here. People on the overpasses. And this is when the crowds were small. They were showing them where there was thousands, hundreds of people all over the place. Now, they are on a rest day today. They have a rally going on in Indianapolis, outside Indianapolis, Indiana. And then they will be moving through, I believe it's Ohio tomorrow. Let's see here. Do I have it written down on where they're going to go? Let me check while you watch that a little bit. Yes, they are in Indianapolis. And then they'll be leaving tomorrow morning to arrive in Cambridge, Ohio. So I just wanted to throw that out there. This convoy is getting bigger and stronger as it's going on. There's more people that are joining this convoy during the morning, noons, nights. This evening, they're supposed to have a couple other convoys that are coming from the north that will be north and what the heck? Someone said they were coming out of Washington State. They planned on being in the convoy, and there's peoples of all walks of life on this people's convoy. It is uh, growing bigger. It's not only a truckers convoy, people. This is called the People's Convoy. It is people of all walks of life that are in this convoy. There are cars in this convoy, trucks, pickup trucks, um, motorcyclists that are in this convoy. You have RVs that are in this convoy. I can't get into enough vans. All kinds of different people from all walks of life are in this convoy. They are all going to Washington, D.C. They are fighting for our freedom and our rights. We want our freedom and rights restored. We have had enough. Now, I don't know about you people, but I had watched that State of the Union address from Bozo Biden. And I don't care what affiliate you are. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, uh, independent. It makes no difference to me. However, what this man has done to our country is destroying we, the American people. Now, the first week he was in office, he shut down the XL pipeline and he shut down coal mining, fracking for gas and oil, uh, your natural gas. He basically caused the inflation and the price hikes on everything here in America. So what did he do last night? Well, he said he's going to release 60 million barrels of oil to Ukraine. You know, I don't know about you people, but here in America, we go through a little over 250 million barrels of oil in one day. So when he talks about releasing 60 million barrels to Ukraine, now I do understand that's a smaller country than the United States, but still, that's kind of like nothing. And then he says he's going to throw more sanctions at Russia. I don't think Putin really cares about sanctions. And he talks about freezing Russia's banks down so they can't access any of their currency, so to speak. Once again, I don't think that's really going to hurt Russia. Russia has their own banks, as well as going through the SWIFT banking system, as they call it. I really don't think that's going to harm this man at all. Now, the Ukrainian government and their, I don't know if you want to call him a president or an ambassador, but he's out there fighting in the trenches with the young men that live in Ukraine. Now, I've heard through the grapevine because they call them the German Nazis that live in Ukraine and the Russian Ukraine people. Well, I've heard stories through the grapevine that the Russian Ukraine people are shooting and killing the Ukraine Nazi people. So you got the same people that live in the same country that are killing each other. And supposedly, this bombing that Putin has been doing to Ukraine has been hitting so called biolabs. Now, these labs are similar to, and these are actually, we're finding out, America owned biolabs. So, isn't it amazing how we don't hear anything from Dr. Dipstick Fauci? All of a sudden, his name is not in anything in our news. And what else did Putin do? Well, he blew up the oil pipeline that's in Ukraine. The same pipeline that provides oil to Poland and all these other countries besides Ukraine. So he's actually hurting himself. But who gave him the money to open up that pipeline? Oh, yeah, it was Bozo Biden. And all of a sudden, in his State of the Union address last night, Bozo Biden was stating that he got over 6 million people, created 6 million jobs over that, actually. But he said he created over 6 million jobs here in the United States. And it's the best year ever in American history. Well, if you believe that one, I got a bridge that I can sell you. I'm going to tell you that right now. Okay? Maybe that many people were hired in jobs. But how about all the people? Oh, nuts. How about all the people that didn't comply with this mandates for getting that poke in the arm so you don't get that supposed sickness? How about all them people that supposedly got fired or did get fired? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But what happened to these people? You got thousands upon thousands of people that either quit their job because they won't comply to that poke in the arm. And I don't get it. Now he's stating, "Oh, we're going to go ahead and start removing the mandates in different states and this and that." Hey, Bozo Biden, Florida, we lifted our mandates a long, long time ago. We live our life normally. Are we blessed to be able to have our freedoms here in the state of Florida? Yes. We're getting swamped by all kinds of people. The snowbirds are normal for here in Florida in the wintertime. But this year, it's been like a zoo here in Florida. And I laugh because these people, they're such sheeple that they're actually walking around in stores, grocery stores, Wally World stores, you name it. And these people are walking around here in Florida wearing face masks, even wearing face masks in their cars when they're by themselves. You can tell these people have been brainwashed. Anybody who lives here in the state of Florida that wears a face mask is brainwashed from where they lived in and in the state that they lived in. They're being trained to be sheeple of the United States. Oh, we have to worry. There might be another variant. Oh. Well, now you got Bozo Biden that states, "Oh, well, he's going to start lifting the mandates." Oh, why? Well, I'll tell you why. He's getting information about the People's Convoy. They're coming to D.C. and they're going to be making some demands. They want their First Amendment right restored, as well as our First Amendment restored on these social media platforms. We want our Second Amendments to stay restored from the original amendment rights. What part of shall not be infringed doesn't our government officials understand? The only thing that your red flag gun bills do is control the true law abiding American citizens. The criminals don't care about the laws. Oh, and then he's making another big deal. Now he's saying, oh, instead of us defunding the police, we're going to start putting more money into hiring more police officers in this country. Oh, and he also talks about possibly opening up the Keystone Pipeline again. A lot of smoke and mirrors going on out there, if you ask me, people. Why is he doing that? Oh, he's trying to get his little, how should I say it? He's trying to go ahead and put something in your ear and into your brain so that you'll vote for the Democrats come election time. No. Vote them all out of office, including the rhinos, the Republican rhinos. Get them all out. We should be demanding that they all resign. Joe Biden should resign. Kamala Harris should resign. Oh, and another thing. The job that Kamala Harris was supposed to do. Going down and taking care of the border situation. Biden says, oh, we're going to get right on that now. You're going to start building the wall again, huh? Well, I'm sorry, but the Texas governor is already on it. He's continuing with the building of the wall that Bozo Biden had stopped. But all of a sudden, he's going to crack down on all these different things that people are angry about. What else do we have? Oh, he's going to start taking care of veterans again. Well, what's he going to do? Is he going to turn around and start Trump's administrational projects that he did in this country to get the country up and running and booming again? Is that what Biden's doing? To secretly turn everything around? To make him boost his numbers up? To make him think that he's the best president in this country and for this country? Vote these people out. We don't need them in office. We should also be demanding that they take a salary cut. These people are working 126 days a year, and they're getting paid almost $200,000 a year. Nobody is worth $200,000 a year to do nothing but sit around and argue with your opponents in an office about what is better for we, the American people. We, the American people, you work for us. The politicians work for us. It's not we working for them. But somehow they kind of flipped everything around here. They're pushing this socialism. They're pushing this communism here in America. It needs to come to a stop now. This is a reason why the People's Convoy is going on here in the United States. Okay? And like I say, you have truckers, you have people in cars, trucks, pickup trucks, vans, big rigs, RVs, motorcycle. I mean, people of all realms of life are joining this thing. It's getting bigger by the day. You have people coming. You got people coming from all four corners. Excuse me, all four corners of the United States that are joining the People's Convoy. And if you want to donate to the People's Convoy, in my description here on American Freedom Fighters, there is a donation link that will take you to the American Freedom Fighters donate site. Click on the donation button in my description. That'll take you to my donation page on the AmericanFreedomFighters.net site. Click on the arrow. It's a drop down box, and you will see the different charitable organizations, including the People's Convoy, also American Truckers Freedom Convoy, which that money just goes directly to the truckers. Then I also have links to join the AmericanFreedomFighters.net to become a member, or what else do I have on there? Oh yeah, there's also the Wounded Warriors. You could donate to them as well. It's a non-for-profit organization, 501(c) organization, and all monies going to this site helps people like you, as well as veterans. Does not make a difference. You do not have to be a veteran to join the American Freedom Fighters. I will have merchandise and a merchandise page on the site as well. There are different links on there for survival foods, nutrient survival foods, as well as links for our 2A rights and merchandise through like Guns and Gadgets or American Gun Owners or Nutrient Foods. I'm not sure if the preparedmind.club link is working. We've been working on that for a while here. We're not sure what's going on with that. But we do have things going on. So check it out. And let me get into some other things I got here while I'm at it. Okay. Now, let's see here. We've got information that the Moderna vaccination, we have information that doctors have found that DNA sequences are forming in the liver of people. They don't know why. And they are definitely trying to find out what the reason is for it. You also have mandates in other countries, which is causing disruptions in other nations. And like I stated, the People's Convoy is growing bigger and bigger and stronger as we go. Now, I did see a sign from a teenager that was in this convoy standing alongside the road, and he went ahead and he says, I support BLM. And it was BLM, and it said Biden, or it says, I don't support. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. It says, I don't support BLM. And it says, Biden likes children. Oh, Biden likes minors. I'm sorry. I said that wrong. All right, anyway, like I stated, you got hundreds upon hundreds of people that are also um, standing in support of the People's Convoy on the sides of the highway, on the overpasses, all that stuff, all over. You even have police, state police throughout the country that are escorting the People's Convoy across their states. I want to let you know that this is This is in support for every American here in the country. This is for all of our constitutional and amendment rights in this country. We want them back. We want our freedoms back. We want our liberties back. You want to be able to go where you want to go when you want to go. If you want to go to a concert, a football game, a baseball game, you should be able to freely go without our government saying, oh, no, you got to make sure you get that before you can go anywhere. Screw you. You don't rule over me. This is why we have to get these people out of office. They're trying to be dictators to we the people. This is coming to a stop here, real short. As we've said many, many years ago, give me liberty or give me death. Now, you even have moms for the American People's Convoy. And it's time to restore. You got farmers that are even involved in this. It's really time to restore our civil liberties in this country once again. Another thing is, how come we don't hear anything on our local news about illegal immigrants coming into this country? You don't hear anything on social media anymore about them. But trust me, they're getting treated better than people on Social Security right now. They're getting over $4,500 from our government a month to live on. They live in expensive hotels that our government put them up in. They're giving them free plane flights anywhere they want to go in the United States. And they're being flown and bused by our government at the cost of you and me, our tax dollars. Just in 2 months' time, our government has spent over $140 million of our tax money. How come we don't get that kind of help? As for myself, I live on a little over $900 a month, $1,000 a month. I'm sorry. That doesn't go too far with me. I still have my rent to pay. I still have my electric bills, my gas bills, my insurances, all these different things, my cell phone bill, my internet bill, all these different bills that I pay every month. And I'm barely getting by. I don't know, a little over $1,000 a month. But yet these illegal immigrants, they're getting over $4,500 a month and going anywhere in the country they want to go. Hey, Bozo Joe, where's my extra $200 a month you promised us senior citizens on Social Security? We didn't get that. Oh, and also, what happened to the $10,000 going towards these young adults' colleges? Their college loan money. Thought you were going to cover that. What happened to that? It's all smoke and mirrors, people. This man's lying through his teeth on everything he can think of. It's all our money, and they're wasting it. We're giving millions and millions of dollars to these foreign countries. And these people hate us. But yet, what's Joe Biden doing? Oh, just send them money. Yeah, just keep sending them that money. As well as the $85 billion we lost in military equipment when we pulled out of Afghanistan. This man is not fit to be a president in this country. But you got to remember, Biden also sent all kinds of money to the Russians so they could open up that pipeline over there. And he sent millions of dollars to Ukraine to secure their border. But does he forget he's doing nothing for our border? Like I say, he's talking about, starting to shut down the border again. Well, I got to tell you something. And you can do your own research and you can check. 20 to 30 years ago, the Democrats wanted our American Mexican border secured, and they could never get it done. Now you had President Trump that went ahead and did a good job at sealing off the border. Now all of a sudden the Democrats are totally against the border being closed. But then you have Bozo Biden saying, "Oh, now I'm gonna make sure the border's secure." Oh, are you? I thought you had Kamala Harris that was supposed to shut it down, and instead she has not showed her face down there on the border. Neither has Biden. They have not been to the border. The furthest they went was El Paso, Texas, and stopped at a taco shop. They haven't been to the border, either one of them, in person. Oh, but they say, "Oh, we were down in Texas. We were down there." Yeah, you were at south of the border taco restaurant, not on our border, period. Well, we'll see. Prices are going to get expensive here for the fertilizer if you're having a garden this year. Why I say that is because who supplies America with better than 63% of the fertilizer for America? It's Russia. So, by us putting sanctions against Russia, what do you think that's going to do? Well, we're getting oil from Russia. We're getting grains from Russia. We're getting a lot of things from Russia. And by putting sanctions against him, what's that going to do? Well, that's going to raise our prices up even higher. A barrel of oil is already over $110 a barrel. When just a few short years ago, oil was trading at less than $40 a barrel. So it goes to show you how this is a big smokescreen. People, you need to wake up. Let me go over my my information here. Now I did not put it in my description, but watch Marfugal News, Marfugal TV, or go to marfugal.com or marfugalnews.com. Adam and Dex, they give out some very, very good information on what's going on around the world. You also have Michael Jaco with the numeral number 7. He's also got a good channel here on YouTube. They get down to what's really going on behind the scenes. You have it's getting to the point where you have so much social media going on that you don't know what's true or what's false. These people, they're no longer journalists. They are just reading a script off of a piece of paper telling them what they must say on these news outlets. So, what happened to the journalism when it comes to news? Okay. That's another smoke and mirror. You can't believe anything that's going on here. Um, Another thing I want to throw out at you. Why is it that the footage you're seeing from Russia and Ukraine battling, how come you see no up to date video? You don't see anybody firing any weapons. You may see soldiers walking in combat or civilians walking around the streets after, say, a biolab is blown up. But you don't see people with weapons in their hands. You don't see anybody firing at anyone. And the videos you do see, if you do your research, you're going to see those videos are from many, many years ago when Russia and Ukraine were fighting before. They're not even up to date military photos. So it's a big smokescreen being thrown out there at us all. Now, I don't know what to tell you, people, but I suggest that you make the right choice. I mean, the Democrats are trying to make themselves look good because of the elections coming up. And then, oh, another thing that's just come out just recently, the FEMA website warns Americans to maintain social distancing and to wear a mask in the event of a nuclear explosion, or you could damage your health. Well, I got something to say about that. They're finding out that people that wear face masks who have cancer and things of that nature, different illnesses, all right, they are getting sicker because of wearing these face masks. You're not made as a person to have a face mask or a face diaper, however you want to call it. What does that do? Well, you're breathing and you continue, since that face mask is on your face, it's stopping the carbon monoxide from being released from your body. Now, what's in your carbon monoxide? You have bacteria, enzymes, stuff your body rids. All these toxins your body expels when you exhale. So, what's really happening here? Well, by having that face mask on, you're exhaling and then you're inhaling. And what are you doing? You're inhaling those enzymes and bacteria that your body is trying to dispose it from. And then what's happening after that? Well, people are getting sick from their own carbon. And it's toxic to some people. People who have cancer and other diseases are to the point where they're getting sicker and getting ill because of these face masks. I have one more thing to say before I kind of leave you this evening. These test kits that they're sending out, these free test kits, be very, very cautious on these test kits because apparently there are toxic chemicals that are in these test kits that will make you sick. Now, I thought this was all rumors when I heard this about 6 months ago, but it's actually the truth. People are getting ill because of the chemicals on these test kits. I wouldn't be testing myself for anything that has to do with our government or our healthcare systems for that matter. Now, if you can, Monday evening at 7 p.m., join my other channel, One Liberty, One Freedom, here on YouTube at 7 p.m. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be giving away this 1 ounce silver bar. Even on this channel, please subscribe, like, and share. Get the information out that I'm putting out to you people. You just need to know this. YouTube has been throttling and shutting down our channels left and right. They don't want us channel creators to get this information out to the American people or anyone around the world for that matter. So they're shutting us down. They're giving us strikes. They're deleting our channels. How do I know that? Well, they deleted 2 of my channels here on YouTube. The first channel I had was Nomad Prepper 1, which they deleted because of medical misinformation, even though I showed a doctor explaining everything. So how can it be medical misinformation when you have doctors that are specifically explaining this so-called illness? But yet they give me strikes and they deleted my channel because of this so-called medical misinformation. That was Nomad Prepper 1. Nomad Prepper, the second channel that I had, that was also deleted here on YouTube because of misinformation. You know what I was deleted on that channel for? Misrepresentation. Because I did quotes from Theodore Roosevelt when he was president of the United States. I even read it from the Presidential Library of the United States. But yet I was nailed for misinformation. And I ended up deleting that channel. And it wasn't for that was a strike I received on that channel. But YouTube came out with new terms and conditions. Now, when they came out with their latest terms and conditions, which changed how you live stream here on YouTube, what did they do? Oh, they went back to old videos that didn't cover their new terms and condition guidelines. And they removed those videos, gave me a strike, and deleted my channel. Is that fair for us channel creators? That YouTube decides, since they changed their terms and conditions, that they automatically delete our channels because of videos we made in the past? They were fine back then, a couple months ago. But now, oh, it violates their new terms and conditions. So they pull that video, give you a strike, or delete your channel on you. That's not fair to we, the channel creators. Now, there's quite a few channel creators, even truckers in the people's convoys. They're doing fantastic jobs on reporting what's going on across the country, which when I get off of here, I will be going on YouTube and checking things out. Shalom from Switzerland. Good evening. Now, I don't know how long you've been following me here this evening, but I'm getting ready to close out this live stream, so you'll probably have to go right to the very beginning to check out what I was stating in this live stream tonight. Once again, like I was stating, I want to see what their layover rally is on this people's convoy that probably has already started in Indianapolis, Ohio. I know they have some kind of rally going on today, so it's a day of rest for them. And then tomorrow morning, you can bet you'll see them on the road in this people's convoy, probably around 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. You'll be seeing them on their way to, I believe it's Cambridge, Ohio. Let me take a quick look at my notes, which I already put away. Yes. Yes, they will be heading to Cambridge, Ohio. And then from Cambridge, Ohio, they will be going to Hagerstown. Then from Hagerstown, Maryland, they'll be going to the DC Beltway. There are quite a few people that you can follow here on YouTube as far as the People's Convoy. All you have to do is put in a search People's Convoy and you'll see the live streams. You'll see other journalists that are on there that are showing when they get to these overpasses the hundreds of people that are in support of the People's Convoy. Also, you can ride with Sandstek. Is it Sandstek? I don't know, something like that. You'll see it in once you do your searches. You also have Trucker G and a few other guys that are on there, first responders, media. These are all here on YouTube. You can follow all these guys. You also have Jeff Mack, who is following the People's Convoy here on YouTube. Check these people out. They're fighting for our freedom here in America. It's time to join the People's Convoy if you can afford to do so. We're fighting for our civil liberties. We're fighting for our amendment rights, our freedom, our unity. We are a people that will not be divided in this country. We all have the same freedom as the next person. We will not stand for a tyrannical government. As it is written in our Second Amendment right, we shall form our own militias against a tyrannical government. The oath I took when I joined the armed forces, I had never received an expiration date on my oath to the United States to protect and defend this country from foreign or domestic. Any laws that are written against our constitutional and or amendment rights to overwrite our constitutional and or amendment rights is stated that they shall be null and void. People, learn your constitutional rights. You can go and find your constitutional rights, your amendment rights. I have copies that you can get right off the internet and print them out. I also have, let me see if I can find it. The Constitution of the United States. And it's 35 pages long. If you would like me to go through the Constitution of the United States, I do have a video up here on our amendment rights. I've read them, each amendment right at a time. If you'd like me to read our constitutional rights, send me an email to the American Freedom Fighters 153 at gmail.com. I would gladly do a live stream of our constitutional rights. I have done a live stream on our amendment rights. Check these items out. People, get your supplies. Because I'm going to tell you what, once these truckers and people arrive in DC, there are more people and truckers that are going to stand tall. Your supplies at your local stores are about to come to an end. The supply chain is going to fall drastically in all your Wally Worlds, Amazon products that'll be on back order, your grocery stores. You're going to find out these shelves are going to start getting very, very sparse in products. Building supplies as well. Your Home Depot, Lowe's, your True Value hardware stores. A lot of these items that you get normally at these stores is going to become unavailable. Now, we've heard from Bozo Biden talk about, oh, he was going to get those container ships empty off of California's coast. Nothing's happened. Those ships are still sitting out there in the ocean, and they're not being unloaded. You have still well over 100 ships. People that live out there are saying that they live in San Francisco, not even around the LA ports, and ships are now piling up across their areas. They say it's not a beautiful coastline like it used to be. Because when they look out into the ocean, what do they see? Ships everywhere. This is what causes our inflation. This Democratic administration has destroyed America as a country. This is why our gas supplies have gone sky high. This is why our meats and vegetables and everything else has been going sky high. It's time to get these people out of office. And once this People's Convoy starts here in a few short days, we need to support them, or we lose our freedom. We cannot lose our freedom as a people here in the United States. If things are not resolved by this People's Convoy, we only have one other choice, and that is to overthrow this government. Now, I hate to say that, and I hate to say something of that nature could happen. Now, everything I've said here is my opinion. If you don't believe me, I suggest that you do your own research. There are other sources out there, and I'm not the only source you have, but there's many, many channel creators here on YouTube, and they all have good sources. I do my best to let you people know what's going on out here in our world, in our society. I don't believe and do not watch CNN, MSNBC, or even Fox News. I get most of my information from like the News Network, One American News, but I also watch news from other countries that I pretty much get what's going on around the world that we're not hearing about here in the United States. So be aware, get your supplies, get your food, water, have a shelter, have a power backup, whether it be generator, solar generator, any of that stuff. Stock up on gas, oil, parts for your vehicle, plugs, wires, brakes, gas filters, air filters. Get these things for your vehicles now, if you can get them, because some supplies you cannot get right now. Stock up on canned goods, canned meats, canned vegetables, canned fruits. Get these items now. Don't forget toilet paper, paper towels. And I'm not saying hoard this stuff like it's the end of the world, people. One person that buys a 24 pack of toilet paper should last you well over a year. If not, you got a problem. Females, well, that's a different story. But you can buy baby wipes or the old fashioned way cloth diapers. They wash out. Clean that excrement out for them. Wash them. Even if you have to go to the hand scrubbers, the washboards, do what you need to do. Have communication, whether it be CBs, because if we lose our power grid, then you have no internet. You won't have your cell phone. If you have a landline phone, 3/4 of the time those will work, but you got to have the rotary dial phone. Do you have a ham radio? Do you have your ham radio license? You're going to need some kind of communication, because if we lose the power grid, and it could be as simple as uh, a solar flare from the sun. It doesn't have to be from another country, although we are getting closer to that situation, that possibly happening. But you have to be aware of what's going on here in the world. You have to be prepared. Do you have your fire sticks and freedom seeds? And I know the ammo is getting more expensive. I went to go ahead and buy a certain brand of ammo I used to get for like $10 a box, and it's now $40 a box. Well, I refuse to buy that ammo at $40 a box, because that's more than more than triple the cost of the original price of it. They're doing this for a reason, people. They want to bankrupt the American people. But we must be prepared at all times. Do you have your connections with your MAG, your mutual assistance group, friends, relatives, all these people? Are you frequent? Do you have your water supplies, your food supplies? If not, get these items. Get them now. Do you have a gas mask in case we have a nuclear attack from Russia or China? You should have a gas mask. You should have potassium iodide, which regulates your thyroid and keeps you from getting radiation poisoning from the foods you eat. Do you have antibiotics? Do you have an extra month of medications that you desperately might need? Do you have medical equipment? Bandages, tourniquets, suture kits? You can still buy these things now. I'd advise, if you want, to stock up on these items. Get everything you need. Because if everything goes down, what you have is all you're going to have. You won't be able to get anything else. What do you have for barter or trade? Liquor would be in demand. Cigarettes would be in demand. Or dip. Or food. Do you have gold? Silver? Me, I have a little bit of everything. But do you? And if not, I would suggest that you get these simple items that I have mentioned. Maybe next Wednesday, I will do a live stream on items to stock up on before the SHTF really does happen. And we're very close to it right now, people. On that note, this is American Freedom Fighters. I'm going to be signing out of this channel tonight. But like my motto is and always has been, it's better to have and not need than to need and not have. Everyone, take care. I pray for everyone around the world. I pray for everyone here in America. God bless y'all. God bless America. We'll see you next week at 7 p.m. right here on American Freedom Fighters. Monday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You can catch me on One Liberty, One Freedom. Take care and good night, all.